Oh, g'day scrappers. What's inside a Wii Balance Board? That's the question I've been asking myself for quite a while. And because they're becoming more and more common in the hard rubbish piles and stuff, I don't know whether to keep picking them up or just leaving them, because they don't look like much. And as you probably know, in my hard rubbish collection street scrapping videos, I love picking up the Wii consoles and any gaming consoles, but I've got 3 of these, and one of them's still brand new in box that I've picked up, and so I don't know whether to keep picking them up or just leaving them and just getting the consoles and any other accessories that they come with, but because I'm just not sure that there's any real value in them, and I've got enough for my own collection. So there we go there, a Wii Balance Board. Yeah, just wondering, is there anything actually of value inside? Is there good circuit boards, gold recovery, or is it just a big old box and nothing else really in it? So let's get into one, and I'm finally going to satisfy my curiosity as to what I can actually get out of them scrap wise. And yeah, if it turns out there's something in there worthwhile, I'll keep picking them up. Otherwise, I'll just leave them out on the street where they are. So I don't imagine this would be a very long scrap. Just that might be it. I think I have to take out the legs. So I'm sure there's videos with people actually repairing these things whilst they were still popular, but I don't know if there's anyone that's actually completely scrapped one out to see if there's any value for us scrappers for gold recovery or anything like that. Alright, well, so far we've got some plastic. Now, looks like we've got a couple of hidden screws. Maybe some more. Yep. There we go. That should be it. Surely. Hey. Okay. Let's have a look and see what we actually get out of this. Well, there you go, guys. Absolute nothing. So, well, that might come in handy for electronics guys for extra battery stuff. You'd probably want to take this circuit board because it's part of it. Yeah, otherwise you'd be missing 2 of the actual plates. So that might be useful to someone, but really, oh, you can still put the cover on too, so it might even be good for a portable battery thing. Oh wow, look at that. Just a very basic mid-grade board. Virtually nothing. That's all it is to it. And I wonder how much this machine actually costs, this thing here. It's got a steel frame and the rest is plastic. So aside from scrap steel, there's nothing else in it. So, geez, I don't even know how it would have even worked. A little bit of wire, very, very thin wire. So, wow, that's about the quickest scrap I've ever done. of course there's one that doesn't want to come out. Wow. Well, that's pretty disappointing actually. Really nothing in there, and wow. So I suppose not worth the trouble. I've got a couple for my own collection. So yeah, it's just strange that there's absolutely nothing inside. Yep, that's it. Well, it's actually a nice heavy piece of steel, worth about 25 cents. And aside from the wire, I just don't see anything else there. Amazing. Wow. There we go. Mostly just an expensive pieces of plastic and steel. And I'm sure that this probably would have cost $80 to $100 and to make with just one circuit board, very basic circuit board. It might have cost $3 to actually make this. So there we go. The Wii Balance Board is not worth, probably not worth the money that they cost, that's for sure. And as far as scrap value, well, unless you're picking up scrap steel, still wouldn't even waste my time undoing the screws. And so there we go, a mid-grade board with the value of about 5 cents. Weighs nothing, has nothing on it, not worth depopulating. So 5 cents worth of circuit board, 25 cents worth of scrap steel, and barely 1 cent worth of wire. And then you've got yourself some nice plastic that you got to get rid of. And it, yeah, so at least it's good clean ABS. Some people have got centers that will accept ABS. Here in Australia we can't. We've got no recycling centers that accept it anymore. So yeah, what a real waste of environmental space these Wii balance boards are. Sure, there's nice scrap steel here, but so much, you know, this is your classic consumable waste of space electronics. This is a reason why recycling e-waste is very difficult, because there's just no value in this stuff, in processing it. You imagine a machine, a big machine that shreds all this up, and for that machine to actually run, the power it uses, just to have some ABS, scrap steel, and just that, which wouldn't even be noticeable in their precious metal recovery. So yeah, what an absolute waste, and a detriment to these gaming console manufacturers that create this absolute rubbish that is designed to be thrown away and be, you know, useless in a couple of years' time. And this is what the future generations are left with, is our rubbish. And you know, as I said, it's reasonably clean stuff. There's no real toxins here apart from what's in that circuit board. but there's just no value in a recycling company to actually bother with it. So these are, imagine how many of these are already in landfill, and this ABS is never going to break down, so it's going to stay in landfill forever. You know, maybe in 20,000 years this steel might actually rust down to nothing, but this plastic is going to stay in landfill forever. And yeah, what a waste. And it's just amazing that, you know, we as human beings are prepared to go out and buy this stuff and then use it for very little time, absolutely useless piece of equipment, and in the end we're prepared to just throw these out into landfill and just create that mess. And I bet a lot of people that throw these out are those types of people that go out there and say, oh, we've got to recycle everything, we've got to save the planet and all this blah blah blah, you know, and they're complaining about reusable bags in the grocery store, saying, oh, we shouldn't have these plastic bags and all that, but yet they go out and buy this junk for their kids and are very happy to throw this out into landfill when they're done with their it's probably had a few hours use. Amazing. Yeah, well, this is one of the sad sides of e-waste. No value for the e-waste recycler, so any recycler that gets this is going to lose money just by the energy it takes to process this. There is no return, and this is where the government have got to start stepping in and start making manufacturers a bit more responsible for the junk that they're putting out on the market, and making consumers buy knowing full well that it's just made of cheap material and low quality, low value, and yeah, difficult to recycle stuff in the end. Oh well, guys, that's the Wii Balance Board. Now I know I'm not going to bother picking any up. I'll just keep the couple that I've got in my collection for you know, to show in 20 years time just what a useless piece of equipment it was. But other than that, scrap value, absolute zero. More trouble than it's worth. Just leave them be. Alright guys, keep scrapping, have fun. I'll catch you next time.